Hello you guys, welcome to another cooking class. Today I'll be showing you how to cook vegan enchiladas. And we're gonna teach you how to do the sauce, how to do the vegan queso fresco, and other additives to this enchilada. Here I have in a little medium pot, almost 3 cups of water. And I have it like at about an 8 on the dial. So I'm gonna rinse my hands right now, and I'm gonna show you the chilies, and then we're gonna let this boil along with the water and along with the chilies all together. So let me show you what kind of chilies I have. This one's right here. As you can see how long they are, almost the length of the pot. These are called chile guajillo, and I'm gonna write it in the description box in case you do not understand how to spell it and how to look for it. You want to look for this kind of chilies like in a Vallarta store or some kind of Hispanic store. They have it there. And this chile guajillo, you just throw it in whole, because at the end we're gonna pull this out. So this is how the chile guajillo looks like. And then there's other chili, which I'm about to get in. And you can see the difference. Hold on 1 second here. I think there's a little water on this spot. So here we have one chile guajillo. And this chili right here, which I'm gonna have to open the window so you can see a little better. Okay, that's better. So here, it's called a chile pasilla. It's like a dried chile relleno. If you ever had tasted a chile relleno, well, this is it, but it's just dried. So this one is almost the length of the thing, but not entirely. And it's very dry, and you see the same consistency. So we're gonna put 2 of this. So here's the one, and I have 1 guajillo there, but I'm gonna put more guajillos. I'm gonna put 3 in total, 3 chile guajillos. And I'm gonna look for the pasilla. So we have 3 chile guajillos and 2 pasilla. This is another pasilla. Has a very cut tail. Whatever you call it. It's shorter. So there you go. You leave it boil. So now let's go to the table and let's start doing our queso fresco. Okay, so here I have a little stainless steel bowl, and I'm gonna talk about the tofus. So here I have a firm tofu organic, and I have a sprouted tofu organic, and here I have an organic silken tofu. This is not what I'm going to use. This is not what I'm going to use. This is not going to be using. But this right here, which is from the brand Trader Joe's. I'm not promoting the brand, I'm just telling you which one this is. And it's organic sprouted tofu. This is what makes the queso fresco, along with a few other ingredients. So what we do is pull aside what we're not using, and let's stay with this. So we're gonna put it over our container. We're gonna make a few holes here. Just really messy job. Just poke it in and let the water drain. Do one side at a time. Okay, now let's do the other side. Flip it over. As you can hear, the water is boiling for the chiles, for the sauce of the enchiladas. Okay, so you discard this water aside. But I need the bowl, so I'm just dumping in, pardon me, I'm dumping in the water in the sink, but I'm keeping the bowl. Because now, get a napkin here, cleanse a little here. I'm gonna use my nut milk bag. You saw it in the coconut milk. Let me lower this thing. So then we continue to open this bag. To get the tofu out of there. Here we go. This side was open already. So then we open our bag on top of the bowl. You need a bowl and you need your nut milk bag. Open. Like so, you fold it and you kind of try to make it stay still. And you put in both of the tofus in one at a time. It's okay if it gets crumbled or pinch or it's okay. There we go. There goes one. And any little strips. Everything counts in this very delicious queso fresco. Plant-based queso fresco. There we go. There's the second one. So let's put that aside. And now we're going to start pulling here. And it would be better if you could just start crumbling some of them in big chunks. And then pull in the string. I'm doing it here. Pull it in. Or out, however you want to call it. And I knot it around. Okay, so then we start pressing in this sprouted tofu. And the reason why I show you the different tofus is so you don't get confused. We need to read our ingredients and everything. Know what we're buying and learn the different kinds of tofu. And then you start squeezing. As you see, this water will be chopped out too, or you're going to be thrown away in the sink. And now this thing that's coming out of the tofu is not soy milk. It's almost like a soy milk, but unless you want to try it, it's up to you. I wouldn't recommend. Just chuck it away, throw it away. And now one thing I would recommend is, right now I'm doing it really slow because it's really cold. Put your tofu out a few hours, let it be like room temperature. It's not gonna get spoiled, it's not gonna get rotten. So then you just have a bunch of strength. I normally let my husband do this portion because he has stronger hands than me. Normally, but not every time. Sometimes when he's around, oh, perfect timing. I need some help with this tofu. But for those who have strong hands, squeeze that tofu out. Squeeze it till we get all this water out. And now we're going to try to get most of the water out, but not all of it. Squeeze it out. And you really do need a nut milk bag for doing this, or unless you use a cheesecloth and put it on top and you do the same thing. But I find that the nut milk bag is just so comfortable. Look at the little holes in there. It's way better than nothing, the cheesecloth. Maybe that water is maybe less than a fourth of a cup of it. But it's being squeezed out of this. So that's good enough. I'm gonna put this aside. Throw this milk slash watery thing. And now I'm gonna open up the bag. Pour this cheese slash sprouted tofu slash vegan queso fresco into the little bowl. Make sure you get everything out. This is what I do to get some of these crumbs out. Okay, then you just put this aside and wash it as soon as you can. Rinse my hands out. And now here is where you start putting the seasonings. Got a little glance up in here. Okay, so here I have 2 organic lemons. Cut them in half, one by one. And if you have a lemon squeezer, way better. Let me find mine. You put them in a little lemon squeezer. And sometimes, let me get the tip, when this has like this bumpy thing, just cut it off. So it's easier to press it through the lemon squeezer. Now if you think this, after you try it, if you think this is too lemony, then just do 1 lemon. Always according to your choice and options and taste buds, but all according to the glory of God. You squeeze it out. And make sure none of the seeds go in this cheese. As you can see, this is protecting the seeds to go out, or else you could just use a little tiny colander if you're gonna squeeze it with your hands. Did some lemon go to the camera? That's funny. Let's wipe this off. Okay, that was fun. One time, me and my husband were eating out on the, on the go, and I was squeezing some lemon into some food, and he was driving, and I was squeezing the lemon, and the lemon went to his eyes. Oh, it was funny. But you know how the lemon, when it gets to your eyes, it hurts a little and then it goes away? Good thing, We gotta be careful with this. Juicy lemons. By the way, I had to change little pots from what was boiling in the chilies, because I'm thinking it had a leak on the bottom. I'm like, what? Because I kept on hearing, see, this kind of electric stove is very delicate. If there's a little bit of water, you hear all this noise. Such a delicate stove, and you just gotta be really careful using it, So I kept on hearing something like, and you heard it in the earlier too. And by the way, that was a sonic boom. So then I looked at it, I'm like, let's have a little hole in there, even though I can't see the hole. So I changed pots. Because when you drop water on a electric stove, and this one is just a flat one, you get stains, and it's very delicate stove. Here we go, more splashes. There it goes, the lemon of 2 the lemon, the juice of 2 lemons. And then you get your handy little spatula. Break it up. Here we go. And we're gonna put about, let me get something to measure so you don't, well, this is too big. Let me see. Oh, those chills are smelling good. So this is 1/3 of a cup. I'm only going to do like 1/3 of a 1/3 of a measuring cup. About 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Maybe that much? I don't know how many tablespoons it would be. See, when I normally cook, I just eyeball everything since I already know my recipes. Unless I learn a new one, then I start memorizing and then I just don't need recipes. I don't use measuring stuff only when I do videos. Or when I learn something new and I have to use the measuring spoons, measuring cups. Or else, I'm just happy without them. But for the sake of those who are new cooks, I need to learn exactly how much to put. And it's okay, one day you'll continue to learn until you become perfect. But you know, we're always learning. There's always new recipes out there. Always something to learn. And then I'm gonna put, this is a 1/3 of a teaspoon. I'm gonna put 2 of this. 2 1/3 of a teaspoons of Himalayan salt. Here's one. Here's the second one. Once again, if you're salt free, then I wouldn't recommend your salt free, but do your own study and research. But I believe it's important to eat salt. Not everything in temperance, you know? Not untemperate. There we go. And then the last thing I'm gonna put, I will say the same thing, 1/3 of a 1/3 of a cup of nutritional juice flakes. Now this is your spatula to get all the stuff out of there. Okay. Now at this point, if you feel you want to put your hands in here and mix it up, be my guest. Do it. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do it too. And this is it, you guys. This is it. Now, if you have any cuts in your hands, don't do this. Wear a glove. And I mean like a kitchen glove, you know, for seasoning food and that kind of stuff. I wish you could smell this delicious stuff. Very delicious. Wait until you try this. That's it. I'm gonna have here a little container. I'm going to put it over here. Let me just say more simple words.